welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a different type of video that I kind of wanted to try out. As you know, we just had the September 2023 Nintendo Direct, and I thought I would try doing a little bit of a podcast style video here, where we verbally give our thoughts on the Direct. Now, I do have one person with me, and he was not able to join me yesterday for the official Nintendo Direct presentation because of technical issues with his laptop, which was unfortunate, but that's the way things go sometimes. Uh, but I do have him with me now for this podcast-esque video, and that is none other than Brandon Hinkle.
Hiya, bestie!
Alright, Brandon, now, like I said, it would have been nice if you'd been able to join me for the actual presentation, but you know what? Like they say, better late than never.
That's right, bestie.
Alright, so, I have a Word document pulled up of all of everything that was in the Direct, and we're going to go through all of this in order,
Okay.
starting with the Splatoon 3 Side Order DLC expansion. Now, what did you think of that decision that was made to start the show with that?
Well, for Splatoon fans, I think they had figured that since they did Wave 1 of expansion pass of Splatoon 3, I had a feeling there was going to be a second one of Wave 2, you see. So, I'm not much into Splatoon, but you never know, but I don't think I'll be getting that game anytime soon.
Um,
For the other Splatoon fans, this is for you guys. You deserve it more than I do. So, well, a choice. You guys, what do you think, bestie?
yeah, well, from the gameplay they showed, like it does look very interesting. Like I'm not sure if I'm going to purchase the expansion pass for Splatoon 3. I might at some point, but I'm not going to get it right now, mainly because I'm trying to make sure I have enough money saved up for my California trip that's coming up in November. And as the time that we're recording this video, it is September 15th. This will probably air either the next day or the day after that. But nonetheless, as of recording this, that trip is about a month and a half away for me. So, yeah.
There
So
you
I'm
go.
probably not going to get the expansion pass for Splatoon 3 at this time, but maybe down the road.
Yeah, same here, bestie. I mean, I might surprise you, bestie, with maybe Splatoon 2 and maybe Splatoon 3, and maybe you be regular Splatoon. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, the first one, you know. You never know.
Yeah.
I might surprise you, bestie, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Now, originally, this particular DLC pack was planned to be released by the end of 2023. And then when the release date showed up at the end of that, it said spring 2024, which leads me to think that they may have needed a bit more time to work on that expansion, hence the delay. But you know what? But at least it's only like a couple of months, extra months or so that the Splatoon fans have to wait for this DLC, so that's not really too big of a deal.
Oh, it's not, bestie.
Yeah. Alright, so now on to the next game, which of course is the GBA remake of Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So, what did you think of that one?
Well, that one I was a bit surprised on that one, because when you mentioned yesterday that there thought be another Donkey Kong game, I thought so too. When I was saw Mario versus Donkey Kong, I that really threw me in a barrel. You see, see what I did there, bestie?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the glamorous, like, Donkey Kong platformer that people were expecting. But you know what? It's not too bad of a consolation prize.
I might think of get that one too. Maybe I just don't know.
Yeah, and and the funny thing is, like, and you probably know this already, because you heard me playing this earlier. But I actually picked up the GBA version earlier today,
Hmm.
and that's been a lot of fun to play.
Bet.
Yep. Alright, so I'll probably have a look at this on the Nintendo Switch, and we'll see what this is like.
Yeah, same here. I'll see what other people think, you know.
Yeah. And now the next game, of course, this is the first of the many third-party games that were shown. Prince of Persia: Lost Crown. Now, this, of course, was actually first revealed in a different event a few months ago, and the gameplay does look nice. The only problem I have with this game is that it's done in the style of Metroidvania, and I don't like those kind of games.
I'm with you there, Bestie. I don't sort of like them either. If it was something related of Crash Bandicoot or something like that, then I'll be like, yes, please, you know. But when it comes to something like this, nah, not my cup of tea and coffee there, Bestie.
Well, fair enough. I mean, and they may end up putting Crash on the next Switch, although considering that, although actually no, with one of those acquisitions that Microsoft had earlier this year, it's probably unlikely that that's going to happen.
Oh, you know, we just have Crash Team Rumble for the Xbox and PS4, and I'm waiting for that to be on the Switch too, you know.
Well, it could happen. I mean, you never know.
Yep.
And a part of me actually kind of wants to try Crash Team Rumble, but I'm still on the fence about that one a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Oh, you never know, Bestie.
Yeah, and then next, of course, is the racing game Horizon Chase 2. I mean, the gameplay for that does look cool, but I'm not sure if I want to get that one.
Same here, Bestie. If it involved of the racing thing, if it involves Mario or Disney, then that's a big yes right there for me. Anything else of a racing anything, then nah. Not my cup of tea right there, Bestie.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned.
But you are looking forward to the Disney one, aren't you, Bestie?
Well, yeah, I was just about to get to that. I mean, you were just mentioning Disney, and Disney Speedstorm is going to be free to play very soon. So I will most definitely be adding that to my Switch library once that does happen.
Yep, trust me, Bestie, you won't be disappointed. After the stuff I've been enjoying here, Mark, and everything of what characters are coming up for season 4, you know, which is based off a Lion theme, you know, right, Bestie?
Yep. And Aladdin's a very good character. Like Aladdin, Genie, Jasmine, Jafar, they're all great characters.
Yep, hopefully maybe later this season for December, hopefully they'll bring Arendelle.
Ah, from Frozen. Well, you never know.
Yep.
Alright.
Just bring in Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, Hans, you know, those guys, you know, maybe Sven.
Yeah, well, you never know. Alright.
Where's the big surprise?
Next up was Super Crazy Rhythm Castle. And, of course, as you probably know, I am not a huge fan of rhythm games. Although, I did actually try that Kingdom Hearts rhythm game that they came out with a couple of years ago or so. And it wasn't that bad of a game, but it's not the traditional Kingdom Hearts that everybody loves. That one wasn't anyway.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is more like a Disney thing right there, Bestie, I think.
Yeah. Now, as for this game, yeah, I think it's safe to say none of us are getting this one.
Yeah, same here, Bestie.
Yeah. Now, yeah, then after that was Spy X Anya Operation Memories. That, of course, that's an anime-based game, of course, and, I mean, it does look cute and everything, but I'm not sure if I see myself playing that one.
Yeah, same here. Nope.
Although one of my friends in another group I'm with, their name is Shay. That's probably something more along the lines that they would probably enjoy rather than me. I still might check it out anyway, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'll see what fans are saying about that too, you know.
Okay. There we go. Alright, so now the next game after that, of course, is one that I'm very much looking forward to. The remake of Super Mario RPG.
Same here, Bessie. Like I said in previous episodes, I did say I don't know about this one. Maybe if something good cuts my eye, then I might get it. I might not, depending on what catches good in my eye. But what I saw in that Twitch yesterday, something really did caught my eye, and I was like, "That's it. I'm going for it. I'm going for that Super Mario RPG thing."
I think I know what you're talking about. It was the triple move that they showed as one of the gameplay mechanics.
I think it was there, Bessie, because I was not expecting that, and along with the equal damages with the enemies right there as well, so I was definitely not expecting that either. So that's what really caught my eye. If it hadn't been for those two things, then I don't think I would have gotten it.
Yeah, like with that move, it's gonna be so much easier to defeat multiple enemies at once.
I agree. So if it hadn't been those two moves right there, I would have not gotten this game. But since they did add those two moves in there, I guess it was like telling me to get it, so I'm getting it, bestie.
Alright. So, yeah, there's not really much more that needs to be said about Super Mario RPG. I mean, it's a classic game that everyone knows and loves from the Super Nintendo era. Like, pretty much everyone and their mothers have probably played this one.
Yep.
Alright.
Like I said, I was torn between not getting it or not getting it, but I'm getting it.
Yeah. Alright, then we had a more niche title, which was actually a compilation of two games that are being brought over from the DS, the first one, and then its second one, which was released for the Nintendo Wii, apparently was a Japan exclusive, and now it's finally about to get a North American release in January when this collection comes out. So that's pretty good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, and from what I saw in the trailer, and I think I saw actually someone else mention this, like, in another reaction video that another person did, it kind of gives off Life is Strange vibes. A little bit.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying, basically, because I don't think I've ever seen that show or that movie, Life is Strange or something like that. I've heard the movie Doctor Strange, and I'm not feeling any vibes from it, bestie.
Yeah, well, just to correct you a bit on that, Life is Strange is actually a video game. It's not a TV show.
Oh, okay, my apologies then.
Yeah.
My apologies, bestie.
Although I have played Life is Strange, and it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, I'm not feeling any vibes from it, I just don't feel just don't feel it,
Yeah. Well, everyone has their own opinions when it comes to games, so.
Yep, that's my bestie.
Alright, so next, this is one that got both of us quite excited, especially you, because this one is coming out on your birthday weekend. Princess Peach Showtime.
Oh, yes, please, bestie! Because as soon as I saw that release date, I'm like, oh my Celestia! That's like the day before my birthday!
Yeah, and showing Peach in all those different environments, like as a chef, like a detective, like a Three Musketeers-esque fighter, like those were all pretty cool.
I know who the Three Musketeers for us could be Bestie,
Who?
me, you, and my girlfriend Carly.
Well, that makes sense. And I
Like,
have a feeling I probably know who else is probably going to get this, and that, of course, is our friend Equals Peach.
oh, of course, that's right, Ryan. That's right, equals Peach is Ryan, you know. He's
Yeah.
definitely probably getting this because of his name equals Peach, so I have a feeling he's getting this as well. I mean, if he says no to this, then there's something wrong with him, you know.
Well, I highly doubt he would say no to it, because from what I remember, he's always been a big fan of Princess Peach. Plus, her name is literally in the title of the game, so how can you say no to that?
Exactly, especially when it's the day before my birthday, Bestie. Hello.
Yeah, and and this game is technically part of the Mario franchise line, which is obviously why I'm getting it.
Exactly.
Even though
So,
Mario
how-
himself, I don't think features in this game, but then
Yep,
again,
so
to be
happy
fair,
birthday to me, Bestie.
But then again, to be fair, Princess Peach hasn't had her own leading role in a game since the Nintendo DS era, so this was long overdue.
Yep, which I didn't, like I said, Bestie, and I did not know about this until you told me before. But when I saw this Peach game, I really thought this was the first Princess Peach game, and then you told me that the DS one was the first Princess Peach game, which I did not know that, you know.
Yeah. Alright, so then we had an RPG called Saga Emerald Beyond. And, yeah. I mean, it looked alright. Like, it
Yeah.
I try. Now, what I try not to avoid giving negative opinions on these games if I can help it, but but you have to keep in mind that we're not interested in every game that we see. And this will be on the list of games that we are not interested in.
Exactly, Bestie. I mean, we're not feeling the vibe like the Mario stuff is like that, you know.
Yeah, and plus, to be fair, like RPGs are tend to be like a bit on the grindy side. I mean, they were very grindy like back in like the 90s. They've probably made those a lot less grindy now, but the other problem is that they're still very long games, some of which require you to dedicate like hundreds of hours to complete. Yes, I'm looking at you, Xenoblade. So, yeah, probably not something I would invest my time into.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Mark.
Yeah. Alright, so then we had Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered, which is actually a remake of a PlayStation, from the original PlayStation. And
Yeah.
and something I actually didn't know about this is apparently during the options that one can toggle between the original look, like the original PS1 look, to the modern look. So that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I was only surprised right there, Bestie, when they announced a PS4 game into a Switch game, you know.
Yep.
No, I'm talking about from PlayStation, you know. And I was like, okay, why didn't you announce this in the first place, you know, like the others, you know?
Well, it's one of those things you kind of have to find out for yourself, really.
Yep, and I'm surprised, like, I'll be surprised if they put, I don't know, now I'm trying to pronounce this, I don't know how you really pronounce it, Yakuza or Yakuza, you know? Like, if they add Yakuza or Yakuza in the PS4 into the Switch, then I think I might be hype, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know...
You know, but that's my opinion, Bestie.
Yeah, well, because I know for a fact you have some Yakuza games for your PS4. And from what I've heard, they're very good games.
Yeah, they'll all have 0 through 7.
Well, I bet they look and play really good. All right, and now
Yep.
this next one actually comes out in roughly 3 weeks, and Brandon and I are both excited for this game, mainly because of the franchise it's part of, and that is Detective Pikachu Returns.
That is right, Bestie. And before we had this recording, I told you yesterday that I pre-ordered the Detective Pikachu Returns yesterday, along with Super Mario Wonder.
Yes, you did
So,
tell me about that. And actually,
yep. So I'm.
speaking of pre-orders, I actually neglected to mention this, but I officially have my pre-orders for Mario vs. Donkey Kong and Princess Peach Showtime locked in.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I'm not. Well, like this, for Bestie, I'm not gonna pre-order Princess Peach Showtime. No, 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 no. I'm gonna let my dad pre-order that for me for my birthday. You see, Bestie.
Ah, yeah. Well, that makes sense. I mean, considering it's like literally coming out right as your birthday's taking place.
Exactly, and I'm like, I'd rather be surprised, for this, So I'd rather my dad pre-order it and get the game, and then I'll be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. That actually reminds me of the what was it? It was the year that Mario Golf Super Rush came out, which I think was 2021. And that game came out around the end of June. But since my birthday was about 3 weeks out or so from that point, I ended up not picking up the game at least on launch day. I figured I would wait until my birthday before picking it up as a little treat for myself. So
Yep, the Princess Peach Showtime. Whoa, a day before my birthday. What? I was like, spot on, guys, spot on.
yeah. Now, what did you think of the trailer they showed in the direct for Detective Pikachu Returns?
I was honestly surprised they added another Pokemon in there, in the direct, like when we were predicting, like, in the last direct, not the one that yesterday we saw, but with the last direct, you see, I said they may show off some DLC for Pokemon the Teal Mask, in the what you see, and you said, I don't think they'll show this off, because they might show that off in the Pokemon only thing, not the Nintendo. I said, well, you may be on something, Bestie, but then we were surprised.
Yeah, well, and plus the thing is, like, a lot of these Pokemon type announcements are usually done in their own presentation, but this is now 2 general directs in a row where they have had Pokemon in there, so maybe things are changing over at Nintendo. Maybe they're more open to including Pokemon stuff in their general directs now, and not just limiting it to specific Pokemon only themed presentations.
Yep, I agree there, Bestie, because they may show off the Nintendo thing for maybe part 2, the Indigo Disc, on Nintendo, along with the Pokemon as well. They may show it off at Pokemon first over there, then maybe Nintendo sees it, then they may put it over Nintendo as well, Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But that's a possible maybe right there, Bestie.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, we'll see what happens. And,
Yep.
alright, so now the next one that was after that, oh, God. The one after this was Trombone Champ, and I was like, oh, no, what is this?
No, that's ugly. That's ugly.
I mean,
that is a bad game.
I mean, yeah, that is a bad game, and like I said a few minutes ago, like I try to give, if I can avoid it, I try to make sure I don't give negative impressions on games, but I have to kind of give this one a negative impression because that one was terrible.
That is garbage. I mean, heck no. Heck no.
I mean, not only was that game bad, but the characters that were playing it in the trailer were playing it bad. Were playing the trombone so badly too. And here's the worst part of this. Okay, so I was watching someone streaming on Twitch last night. I was watching Miss Sandella stream on Twitch last night, and she started off by watching the direct. But then after that, she actually had the audacity to download Trombone Champ on the Switch and actually stream that. And I'm like, oh no, oh dear.
Oh, dear.
This cannot go well.
No, it's bad enough.
Yeah,
Wait, whoever made this game, why did you make this game? Why?
yeah, exactly. Now, thankfully, that was the only real dud of the Direct.
Yeah, that was ugly right there. That game is ugly.
Yeah, ugly with a capital U.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we had a live service, free-to-play live service game called Battle Crush. Basically similar to Pokemon Unite, except it's not Pokemon. And again, that looked cool, but not really anything I'm interested in.
I'm here. Nope. If it involved Pokemon, then I might consider it.
Yeah. Alright. So, then after that was War Tales. I don't remember what genre that game was. Like fighting or something, or RPG. I don't know what it...
I wasn't too sure either, bestie.
Yeah, like, I kind of forgot at this point, but all I know is that I'm not interested in that one.
I'm here. That's another bad one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it may not be that good of a game, but at least it's better than that trombone one.
I agree, yeah. I mean, yeah, throw that trombone game in the garbage.
Yeah. And apparently this isn't the first time that trombone game's been released. It apparently had a release on Steam a few years ago, which I was actually not aware of.
Yep, I'm telling you, I could name another game that was bad as well, bestie, of that trombone.
Yeah, like, just,
1-2 Switch, the sequel.
Oh, you mean Everybody Wants to Switch? We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, that's another bad and ugly one as well. Ugh.
Yeah, we don't talk
And
about Everybody Wants to Switch.
Yeah, and I was like, there's no way they're gonna make another ugly game as Everybody Wants to Switch.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, then what did we see? A trombone in our face.
Yeah, like,
I love trombones, but not in video games. I want to see them in person, you know, but orchestra or something like that, you know, or concert, you know.
Yeah. Alright, well, next up after War Tales was something that was a lot better than those two. Contra Operation Galuga. Now, this one was actually a complete surprise. Basically, it's like Nintendo and Konami decided, oh yeah, Contra's still a thing. So this is, I mean, it's technically not a new game because it's like an HD remaster of the NES title, but it still looks pretty nice. Now, I'm not sure if you're gonna try it, but I might check it out.
That's a big maybe right there for me. That's a maybe.
Alright. We'll see with that. And then, of course, we had another RPG. This one from Atlas, who, of course, are the same people that make the Persona series, and actually are best known for Persona. This one was called Unicorn Overlord. Now, when they first showed this game, I thought, I mean, the way the characters that were revealed at the start of this, that made me think that maybe it was like another Fire Emblem game. And then the Atlas logo showed up near the end, and I'm like, okay, that's definitely not Fire Emblem then.
Nope.
I mean, again, it does look nice, but again, not really anything that I'm interested in.
Same here. I don't feel the vibe for it.
Yeah. Now, this next one, though, I think you and I might both have high interest with. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which is now officially titled Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
Now that's a big yes right there, Bessie. That's a big yes. That is definitely good right there. They're doing something right for once.
Yeah. And
I'm
that,
definitely getting that game.
and that, of course, originally released on the 3DS, I think in 2013, right around there. And
Yeah, that's somewhere about that time. Yeah.
yeah, and this would actually be, I believe this is actually the second game they're bringing over from the 3DS because if you remember, a few years ago they brought over Metopia from the 3DS, and I'm not sure if you ever picked that one up on the Switch, but I had a lot of fun with it.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, well, I did, and I had a lot of fun with that. And this HD upscale of Luigi's Mansion 2, excuse me, it definitely looks pretty nice.
Yep, I'm definitely getting that right there, Mark.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's not supposed to come out, though, until summer of next year. So, we've
I'm
got,
thinking maybe. So I'm thinking maybe around maybe June or July. I'm thinking.
yeah, so we have a ways to go before that comes out. Although, in my opinion, October would have made more sense for a release date because that would fit more with the spooky theme. The only problem, though, I think with an October release date in this case is that you'd be running up near the release window. You'd more likely be running up near the release window of the Switch 2.
That's that's a possibility, you know.
Yeah. So I can kind of see why they wanted to put it in the summer slot, like just to get it out of the way. Yeah.
Because, in my opinion, they could at least put it in the spring, you know, like maybe April or May, you know.
Yeah.
I was not expecting summer. I wasn't expecting summer. I really wasn't.
Yeah. Well, there's another game that has a 2024 release that I think might be get an April or May release date. I'm gonna get to that game later on, but now we're gonna get to the next announcement, which actually wasn't a game. It was a promo for for a Nintendo museum.
Yeah, I think that's. I was definitely not expecting that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're building a museum. That's cool and everything, but that could have been put in its own separate announcement.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it does look nice, but of course it's in Japan, and I'm not flying all the way over to Japan a second time just to check out that museum.
I'm here.
Yeah. Then we
That's the beginning, though.
Yeah, then we had the announcement of some new amiibo figures. We had the first pair that was shown off, of course, was the Zelda and Ganondorf amiibos for the Tears of the Kingdom game. And those look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I agree there.
Yeah. And then the next pair was Noah and Mio from Xenoblade 3. And those amiibos I thought looked pretty cool too, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get those. Mainly because I'm not really into amiibos. I know I'm definitely not getting the Zelda and Ganondorf amiibos. And that, of course, is mainly because of me not really being into Zelda. Although, the last amiibo they announced, I might make an exception for. And this is one that made the Smash community probably flip pigs yesterday when they announced it. The amiibo for Sora.
Yes. I was wondering when they were going to announce him, you know.
Yeah, because they have amiibos for pretty much every other Smash character. Sora was the only one left that hadn't gotten an amiibo, and now he's getting one.
Yep, finally.
Yeah. And speaking of finally, oh yeah, F-Zero still exists. The first, it's kind of a bit of a disappointment that the first quote-unquote new F-Zero game in about 20 years is a Battle Royale type title, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I'm not much into F-Zeros here, you know. It's almost like, something else, you know. I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I've already played a bit of F-Zero 99, that's what it's called, and I'm liking it.
Nice.
Yeah. The next one, I'm actually is actually, it's technically two, but I'm going to cover both of them at once here because they're kind of both paired together. Uh, Bandle Tale and Song of Nunu League of Legends story. Now I know Brandon Scruggs is a fan of League of Legends, so I could see him possibly looking at these, but I know Brandon that you and I aren't gonna get them.
Nah, we're not much into League of Legends, you know.
Yeah, like I've never played League of Legends.
I haven't either. Nope.
Yeah, so not really much to say about this one.
Yep.
Alright,
So, Squagsy, if you ever do see this channel right here, this is for you, Squags.
yeah. Then we have WarioWare Move It. And WarioWare, while it may not be the most glamorous looking, it is still a good time. And the micro games in WarioWare are always usually a lot of fun.
Yep.
Although, I will
They
say,
are.
I will say this, though, the guy that was voicing Wario in that trailer, he's not bad, but it's not Charles Martinet.
No, it's not.
And I don't think anybody could ever replace Charles Martinet.
I think you're right, Mark.
Yeah, like I might pick this up, but I'm probably not gonna get it right when it comes out. And that mainly has to do with the release timing, because this game comes out November 3rd, which is 2 days before I leave for my trip. So maybe
So
I'll
you might get that when you come back.
well, yeah, I mean, I either wait till I come back or maybe pick up a copy while I'm down there. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, regarding that. Or maybe I just wait until, like, Boxing Day or something.
There you go.
Because I think that was actually what I did with the last WarioWare game that came out 2 years ago, was Get It Together. I ended up not getting it at launch. I basically waited till, like, the day after Christmas to pick it up.
There you go.
Yeah, so I might do the same with this, but I don't know. Then we had Yuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. And this game was actually supposed to originally release this year, and then it got pushed to 2024. Again, it looks okay, but I'm not interested in that one. Brandon, you there?
I'm still here.
Okay, I was just saying about the Yuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. I'm guessing you're not going to get that one?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not getting that either. I'm not. Nope.
Okay. Alright, then we had Eastward Octopia, which is technically an expansion for the game that it's part of, but it's still a farm sim, and I guess it may as well be considered its own game, because that's what I got the impression of when they showed it in the Direct. I mean, and it honestly doesn't look that good. I mean, can we seriously just have one Direct without a farming simulator?
Yes, I agree. I mean, if it comes to farming, I'd rather be Animal Crossing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem with all these indie farm sims, is that they're basically Animal Crossing clones. And terrible Animal Crossing clones, I might add.
Yes, I mean, I prefer the original Animal Crossing stuff, like New Horizons, Wildwood, regular Animal Crossing, City Folk, New Leaf, you know, like those, bestie.
Yeah. Then we, the next after that was Wargroove 2, which I'm also not going to pick up. We're going to be, Brandon and I are going to be skipping over that one.
Yeah, we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
It's like trombone.
Yeah, let's not talk about the trombone game again.
I know, sorry. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
bestie.
Yeah, then after that we had Dave the Diver, which, as you probably imagine, has a bit of an underwater setting. And when they first showed the underwater thing, I originally thought, okay, maybe this is actually like some sort of indie-based SpongeBob clone, but no, it is Dave the Diver, which apparently also had a Steam release. a while back, and I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, same here, Mark. And I saw that thing right there of Dave Java. I really thought that almost looked like the Little Mermaid top right there, but I was like, nope, that's not what I expected.
Yep. Yeah. Now, now the next one I'm actually going to skip over for now, and uh, and go to Among Us. And this game's been out, I think, like for 5 years now, and like I've tried Among Us a couple of times, and the new map that they promoted in the direct, it looks like a pretty cool map, but I don't see myself playing that map, probably because I don't really play Among Us. Like I said, I've only played it like maybe a couple of times. I'm not, and I don't remember if you said that you've played it.
No, I never played Among Us. I'm not a big fan of that stuff. Like you guys with Fall Guys and everything. I'm not a big fan of those things. I am sorry.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, and all right, and then the last two that we're going to go over here, of course, are both Mario related. And
Yep.
in this case, the Wave 6 announcement for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which you kind of figured was going to be there. It's the last set of DLC that still has to be released, and
Yep.
I like that HD remaster for Daisy Circuit. How about you?
Same here, bestie. I am definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm and that was the only track that they showed us in that direct. There's obviously going to be more tracks that they have to announce for that wave, but I'm sure they'll do that at a bit of a later time. Now,
I think so too. I'm thinking maybe releasing maybe around maybe close to. I would have to probably say maybe Thanksgiving where I am,
yeah,
bestie.
they said that
Or
the
maybe
wave.
Christmas. I don't know.
Well, they said the wave was releasing holiday 2023, and U.S. Thanksgiving technically would fall under that holiday time frame.
That's what I'm thinking because I think it might be releasing before Thanksgiving. Or maybe after Thanksgiving, when it hits Black Friday, something like that. Where I am, bestie.
Yeah, and
So that's what I'm thinking.
yeah. Now, what was another now the fact that the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC was shown isn't a surprise. But here's what was a bit of a surprise: the fact that we're getting 4 characters.
I knew Diddy Kong and Funky Kong with the others, but I was not expecting Peachette and Pauline. I was not expecting those two.
Well, for me, I was I had actually predicted that it was going to be Pauline and Diddy Kong for what was supposed to be 2 character slots. Somehow they found a way to add Funky Kong and Peachette. So double win.
But went for us, bestie.
Yeah. I mean, Peachette. Peachette definitely looks cute.
She sure does.
Yep. Alright. And now for the very last one. And this is the one that I remember you saying, it's gonna get a remaster, it's gonna get a remaster, and I kept saying, no chance, no chance. And I ended up eating humble pie. And the HD remaster for Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door.
That's right, bestie. I felt it. I felt it. I knew it was coming. I just knew it.
Yeah, now that's the one that I thought was probably the least likely to happen, mainly because of Mario RPG getting a remake. But as we saw, I ended up being proven quite wrong.
Yep, always listen to your bestie.
Yeah, and from what I've heard is that the remake for it is apparently 30 frames per second. And this is a Switch remaster that's coming out in 2024, and you can't get it to run 60 frames per second. Like, really?
But I'm honestly surprised on that,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm definitely getting that game. I think that Mario, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, I think that might roll around. I would have to say either probably in the next direct they might release the month and date.
Well, we'll have to see what happens. Because I'm sure they
Uh,
probably will. Because all they said was 2024. So, meaning we
yeah, so
don't
I
know
think
when in 2024.
well,
Uh,
I'm thinking maybe in the next direct they may tell us when more about Paper Mario Thousand Year Door of when it's releasing.
yeah. I would think the earliest they could possibly have room for it would probably be April. Because they're already going to have that another Code Recollection in January, Mario versus Donkey Kong in February, and of course
Yep.
Princess Peach Showtime in March. So April would probably be the earliest they could fit it in, but really like depends on if they have on whether or not they have room because they may want to get out the Splatoon 3 side order DLC in April, would or maybe why not put here's my thinking. Maybe put out.
Oh, why not put it in May?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, May is technically still spring, so maybe put the Splatoon 3 DLC there. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door in April, and then maybe start the summer with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. And then
That's what I'm thinking right
and
there.
then
Yes.
and then Nintendo basically has their first party stuff already covered for the first half of 2024.
Yeah, but then maybe by the June direct, maybe by the fall, we might see the new Switch thing.
I don't even want to think about the next direct right now.
I'm not. I'm just thinking ahead.
I know, but don't think too far ahead. All right.
I'm not, bestie.
Anyways, so that's gonna do it for this little uh, Nintendo Direct discussion video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Like I said, this was a different type of video that I wanted to try and do. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I thank Brandon for being part of this with me.
Hey, anytime, Mark. It's my pleasure to react with you, Mark.
Yeah. All right. So we will see you all again next time in another video. So long.
Bye, bestie.